We're coming at you from the beautiful Amway Center in downtown Orlando, Florida, home of the Magic. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Looking at Sacramento, they want to turn it around after the loss to Miami. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul. Well, Greg, neither of these clubs playing very well right now. Two teams that desperately need a win.
Tonight is huge for these two, and a winnable game on the schedule for either side. So whoever wins tonight will feel a lot better about themselves.
So the Orlando Magic able to put the first points up on the board. Here's Simmons. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Man, my goodness, the handle of Ben Simmons, the craftiness to get to his spot.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Had a chance to catch up with Jamal Mosley. He understands they're facing a team that can put up points. In a hurry. He said they need to put forth a great effort defensively to prevent scoring runs. They can't afford to let those guys get hot and stay hot. We'll see who wins the battle of wills here tonight.
Thank you, David. Yeah, they're trying to devise a way to contain some big-time weapons.
Hey, guys, it has got to be a collective effort. Really important that they have the trust, and helping one another will be key.
And I think it's going to be hard, obviously, because this is an opponent that can really space you out as well as get to the rim. So you've got to be sound and disciplined.
Greg, Ben Simmons, one of 4 players in the entire history of the NBA to average at least 7 rebounds and 7 assists per game through his first 4 seasons.
Think about it, joining Magic Johnson, Oscar Robertson, and Luka Doncic. That is some pretty elite-level company. And Bosh can use his size like he did there. And he can step out and hit the jump shot as well. You love the versatility.
Now, here's Melton. Lopez outside. Lopez a screen. Thompson with it. And Bosh picks him up defensively. Here's Lopez. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Klay Thompson understanding how to read the floor and make the right choice. Yes, he can score it, but good vision there.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Simmons looking around. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Springs in his shoes. Clear the deck when Miles Bridges is coming through, folks.
Now here's Simmons. To the paint. Out to Harris. 6 on the shot clock. It's deflected. And here's the fast break. Beal leading the way. Pass to Richards. And the ball out of play. The Kings will inbound.
That's miscommunication, and we rarely see that happen.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Simmons. Drops it in from 11 feet. Simmons got his second bucket of the night.
Well, this is exactly where Ben Simmons looks to become assertive. The closer he is to the cup, the more dangerous he is. Well, hit a man in stride. That is a textbook delivery.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. The shot by Thompson, no good. Magic leading by 4. Pass to Johnson. Outside for Beal. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Bosch up on top. Lopez with the steal. Stolen by Bosch. Double team on Bosch. Outside for Beal. The second effort. In deep, Bosch drops it in. Bosch has got his 3rd basket of the night.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
To the middle. Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
This close to the rim, Ben Simmons just leaves, no doubt.
And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here. So it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Orlando. 4-point game on the wing. Johnson once again off the mark. Orlando, and Sacramento has possession.
And the Magic right now, missing that franchise player, might have one of their young talents develop into that, but currently they lack that star.
At the top of the key, Thompson. Just 3 to shoot. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Pass to Bosch. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And as we know, Greg, the NBA is a star-driven league.
Hard to contend without a top 10 player on the roster. The Magic have been patient in their approach. And one player taking a leap this season will be huge. And the Kings look a whole lot different now than they did for most of the 21-22 season. And they were changes that had to be made.
Garland, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, the point guard IQ of Darius Garland. In pick and roll, you've got to be able to make great decisions, and he does.
Beal from long range. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2. Now when a team suffers a playoff drought like the Kings have, Greg, you can expect some major moves.
And you just hope they can find some stability, Kevin, moving forward. This is a team that's gone through 12 head coaches since the last time they made the playoffs.
Now here's Johnson. Darius Garland missing his last shot. And Johnson with the stop.
And the insane peripheral vision there. If anyone's open, even for an instant, Magic's going to find you.
Now, here's Garland. Goes up. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And there's the call on Bosch. That's foul number 2 for him. Stolen by Bosch.
We had 3 turnovers so far, and the real issue is the fact that they're unforced, too careless with the basketball.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And last year, excellent at the free throw line, just a shade under 90%.
Garland, no good on the free throw.
You know what you love about Darius Garland's potential? It's as a scorer in this league, right? He's so aggressive. He plays assertively. And that, to me, is the key for young players.
And that's an intentional foul.
and not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. Now a timeout called by Orlando.
Timeout, Orlando. Put your hands together, fans. Here they are, the 407.
The Magic making a switch here. First free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 15 seconds left to play here in the first. The drive by Rubio. And that one is good.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
What a performance for Chris Bosh. He has been the story for the Orlando Magic.
The Kings, 12. And your Magic Youth Dance Team.
And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast as the second quarter getting going right now. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Magic.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Here's Johnson. And different games, different official. Something that might be called a foul in one game, Greg, may not be called in the next. As a player, how do you adjust to this?
It's a great question, and that's part of being a veteran. I learned early on, you actually scout officials the same way you scout the players. They have tendencies as well.
And here's Garland for 3. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3. Pass to Bridges. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento. The Kings will go for a different look here. Bridges outside. Sinks that one from the post.
I tell you, no secret that Miles Bridges at his best when finishing at the cup.
And with all the youth of this Magic team, you feel like, Doris, they are on the verge of something big.
For their fan base, Kevin, you certainly hope so. What you're really looking for is maybe the breakthrough that the Cleveland Cavaliers had last year. A textbook job of rebuilding with youth and quality trades. You have to stay patient and understand this is a process. Well, the attention that Klay Thompson gets because of his great shooting allows him to set his teammates up. That's nice.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
It's his first trip to the line.
At the line for Orlando.
No good on that.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely.
Boy, that's not the result I would have predicted. Usually you can take those to the bank when he's at the line.
Harris, good. Harris has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Kings.
And it does a world of good for them to have Harris getting busy inside, gives them that inside-out edge they're looking for.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Orlando has a very young roster. Coach Jamal Mosley says, one thing I've said to them is dominate the simple. The more we can keep it simple, the better we'll be. Not overthinking it, just playing off instincts and reaction. Kevin, back to you.
Good place to start. Makes a lot of sense. David, thanks. Harris outside. And here is Lopez. Back to Harris. Shot clock at 6.
Simmons with a little flair and flash. Let him feel all of your basketball ability, Ben Simmons.
Outside Bosch. Back to Johnson. Inside. Shots good by Bosch. Bosch has got 10 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Deal with it. In the hoop for his third make. From the field, he's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
You can make the case this is the premier shooting guard in the league. Bradley Beal is tough to stop.
GA, he's asked to carry a big-time scoring load, but Bradley Beal makes his teammates better as well.
And that's an area, Kevin, he has really grown. And his playmaking, when the defense overcommits, you make them pay with the pass.
Pass to Beal. At the live Orlando. For 3, Bridges. Here's Bosch. Lopez with the block.
Oh, the long arms of Brook Lopez effortlessly sends that back.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Down low. Out to Thompson. Back to Lopez. Thompson outside. Second shot opportunity. Chris Bosch with the rebound. Magic leading by 10. Johnson left side. Here's Richards. Shoots over Melton. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Thompson no good on the free throw.
Well, the pure shooting stroke is the first thing you think of with Klay Thompson. But I think as impressive is what he gives you on the defensive end of the floor. Klay Thompson is as hard a worker as there is in the NBA.
Right side, Simmons. Out to Harris. Nobody near Melton. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Melton's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. To the inside. Favors. And Derek Favors with the slam.
Oh, you love to see Favors get high for the slam. What an impressive vertical with that size.
Here's Simmons. In close, he hits it. 14 points for Ben Simmons. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Magic. That one doesn't drop. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. On the wing, Johnson. Johnson down low. 8 points for him. Johnson outside. Second chance shot. Going inside. Yep, that one goes. Johnson's got his second basket of the game.
Can't allow Johnson to get that deep. Once he's there, he's going to be able to score.
Here's Simmons. Tries again. And now they decide to foul intentionally. First trip to the line for him here.
And he was dialed in at the line a season ago. 87% from the line.
He misses the free throw.
What I admire most about Brook Lopez is his willingness to adapt his game to fit whatever the system needs. This guy has been the consummate pro.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety. You don't want to give up easy layups, sure, but it's been a non-stop parade to the foul line.
407
Seconds left to play here in the half. Rubio outside. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Good if it goes. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Orlando Magic holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Back to the action in just a minute. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Bounce pass from Garland. Right side, Jones. Got a hand on it. Now Johnson. Pass to Richards. Magic moving the ball around. On the wing, Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
To see the unselfishness of Miles Bridges. Just another guy has a better shot. He's ready to move that basketball.
Outside Portis. No good on the three.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Greg, you've been talking about the best conditioned players in the league, and Miles Bridges is right up there.
Yeah, Miles second in total minutes played during the 21-22 campaign. Only Mikal Bridges, no relation, played more.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Driving to the basket. Count it.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, you may not know this, but Gordon Hayward was a two-time Indiana State singles champion in tennis. He says, in high school, I was better at tennis than basketball, but I've always loved hoops more. Thankfully, I was able to grow throughout high school to get to the frame I have now. He has certainly filled out in the NBA. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, he sure has. He's been a terrific player to watch and follow. The injury is significant, but he continues on. David, thanks.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
To the paint. Here's Bosch. Great D that time from Portis. The Kings trail by 10. At the elbow, Jones. Doubled by Bridges. And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Now, here's Garland. 7 points in the game. Three-pointer. And it's sent back by Bosch.
Oh, using that length on defense, Bosch positioning himself well to come up with the block.
And that'll prompt Mike Brown to break it here. Timeout taken.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Changes for Sacramento.
It's time for your 407 hand speed.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. 2 on the clock. Shoots from the baseline. He can't hit that time. And Orlando the other way now.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
An elite scorer. Bosch can be the man, a guy you go to every trip down the floor.
The kick out to Lopez. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Lopez has got 5 now. Magic leading by 10. Johnson the screen. Johnson with it. Outguarded by Simmons. Bosch in the post. He's got 12. And he lays it straight in. 14 points for him.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And Simmons slams it in.
Ben Simmons, a guy who combines size and skill, and he's percolating.
Johnson surveying the floor. Down low. And stolen by Simmons. A finish. And it's sent back by Bosch. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Magic. They're leading by 8. Second chance effort. And the layup is up and in.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Here's Simmons. Good from the moment it left his hand. That makes him 10 for 14.
just doing what he can. He's competing, he's converting.
And he has really kept them in this one. The high effort level. Now the rest of the team has got to step up.
Second team foul.
Kings on D, trailing here by 8. Beal gets a wide open look, and it's good off the glass. Beal's got 9.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
The kick out to Lopez, and it's off from three-point range.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And the basket by Johnson.
A priority for Johnson, continuing to work on his jumper, especially off the catch like there.
And Greg Keldon Johnson is listed at 6'5", but he plays much bigger than that.
He has the strength to fight for rebounds with anybody. Fearless on the court and plays with an endless motor. His strength and willingness to use it makes him valuable.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. We've got 1:28 left in the third quarter. And they double up Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Hello. I mean, that's what I call a move.
That is some artistry. Greg, you're right. On his way to the basket, he was soaring. Lopez with the steal. And now the Kings fast break. And Simmons slams it in.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stop.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
And that one falls for Beal. Greg, we know that Klay Thompson had 941 days between NBA games because of those injuries. But he was using that experience away for good.
And Klay announcing with that his family foundation would have a 941-day initiative. Programs to help workers who have suffered career setbacks. Thompson helping others with their comeback.
5 on the clock. Here's Johnson. Sacramento grabs the miss. Their next game is in San Francisco, so a road game with the Warriors. That's game 4 of 4 out on the road for them. And taken away by Johnson. Back to Beal. Pass to Markkanen. Outside for Beal. The Magic again can't hit. Now a timeout called by Sacramento. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Timeout called by the Kings.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
Give it up again for the 407 Kings team.
It'll count. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Magic out in front. They lead by 9. And do not go away as we'll be back.
And your Magic Youth Dance team.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Here are the Magic now. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And it's Rubio penetrating. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Boy, hard to shade Rubio defensively. He's always mixing up the moves, stays unpredictable.
Pass to Kennard. From outside the arc. Bosch grabs the miss. Whistle blows. If that's going to be a travel. The Kings trail by 11. And Jones slams it home.
Boy, Otto Porter with the pretty delivery. That's nice.
Beal drives in. No good on the shot. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Pass to O'Neal. Puts up a three. Here's Bosch. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
You have to appreciate the doggedness and intensity on the glass. Wow.
Stolen by Bosch. To the middle. Here's Favors. And Jones sends it back. Pass to Kennard. And that one is stuffed right through.
Okay, Luke Kennard, we see you rocking the rim. My goodness, a little bounce.
To the wing on the left. There's O'Neal with the three. And he's good on the 3-ball. And the Magic lead by 12.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
Out to Favors. Pass to Bosch. Double team on Bosch. And the layup is good. Bosch has got 4 points now in the quarter.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Timeout called by the Kings.
Timeout.
Big group substitution here for Sacramento. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin. Well, I was able to listen in with what the Kings head coach said to his team. He is not pleased, and he told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move, or I've got to pull the plug. Pretty blunt stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
Thanks, David.
At the line for the Kings.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Orlando.
Credit them for not settling. I mean, they've been in attack mode off the dribble all game long, and thus far, it's paying off.
Also, they've been living in the lane. They're getting the ball in close, and it's had a devastating impact all game long.
Here's Johnson. It's hauled in by the Kings. Thompson with it. Bridges covering. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Well, attack the cup. Klay Thompson, more ways to score than you think.
Pass to Richards. Inside. And then Bosh with the jam.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
And it's Simmons penetrating. Out to Harris. His three-pointers off the mark. Magic leading by 10. Bridges outside. Orlando moving the ball around. And stolen by Simmons. Shot on the wing. Out to Harris. Launches it. Can't hit that one. The Magic go the other way with it. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And Magic Johnson with the slam.
Some power coming from the PG.
That's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Kicks it out to Garland. 4 on the clock. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons. Garland's got it back down to single digits for Sacramento. Here's Johnson. Outside for Beal. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
This guy is never afraid to take it to the rim. Sometimes that means up and over at Bradley Beal.
There's Garland. And the Kings check on 2 more.
Well, coaches might discourage that kind of look, but he'll take it anyway.
Pass to Richards. On the wing, Bridges. Outside for Beal. Bridges outside. And Simmons with the rebound. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Kings. 9-point game. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Boy, I'll tell you, you'd love to see Ben Simmons determined to score. Draws the whistle. Gets an opportunity for the old-fashioned three-point play.
And that one misses. Magic leading by 7. Outside, Beal. .110 left in the 4th quarter. Lopez with the block.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
Simmons inside. It's good.
Wow, Ben Simmons, the kind of bucket that you can build some confidence on.
Johnson outside. .36 seconds left in the 4th quarter.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
And they've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul.
Basket good.
This is the area of greatest improvement in Mr. Bradley Beal's game. How about the growth in his passing? Wow.
Pass to Simmons. Got it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Ben Simmons in the clutch. Man, that has to feel good.
Bridges outside. And so it's Orlando winning this one. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially